Hey, what up? It's Ty 1822 here to review Impact Wrestling. So Impact Wrestling kicks off with James Storm. Now you know James Storm won the triple threat match at what was it? Turning Point. To become the number one contender for the Jeff Hardy TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So he's saying all the doubters he proved them wrong. So Robert Roode came out and said, you know what? Yeah, you won, but I'm still the better man. You always ride on my coattail. You know, then he was like, you're gonna fail again, just like you always do. So then, he was like, you know what, Storm? Give me a match later on. If I beat you, I'll become the number one contender. James Storm said, no, I earned my shot for that title. But then Robert Roode said, once your daughter turned 18, tell her to give me a call. James Storm got pissed off, so he said, okay, I accept it. I will beat your ass later on. And that was the main event, Robert Roode versus James Storm. But, that match at Turning Point, that Bound for Glory match, it was end all of that feud. TNA, I'm a huge fan of both these guys, but I thought James Storm and Roode was over at Bound for Glory when they had a great match, but it ain't over. Kid Cash versus Rob Van Dam. This was a solid match right here. These guys had great matches back in the day at ECW, and you still see the chemistry in the ring. Rob Van Dam gets the victory with a 5-star frog splash. Tara, with her boyfriend Jesse versus Eric Young. I didn't care for this match. Eric Young get the victory. It was supposed to be Samoa Joe versus Magnus. But when Magnus came out, the Aces and Eights attacked him. Devon, Doc, the other guys I don't know, they in the mask. So, I'm setting my beer up. Alright. So, Doc, he hit Magnus. I'm good. Alright. Like I was saying, Doc took a hammer and, he hit Magnus in both knees. I mean, shit looked brutal as hell. And one thing I saw, the Aces and Eights, TNA make them look more dangerous. Last week you had him beat down Sting with a hammer. This week Magnus get both his knees hit with a hammer. So I like what the Aces and Eights are doing now. They are finally growing on me. At first I didn't like this stable, but now I like the Aces and Eights. They getting more violent now. So it's easier to like these guys now. Finally TNA doing something with these guys. This storyline is getting very stale, but it's improving right now. And like I said, man, the tech looked very brutal, looked very real, just like against Sting. So good job, TNA, with the Aces and Eights storyline. And I like that, it's not, predictable attacking. It's like in WWE, like it's always predictable who they gonna really jump like a babyface. Like Magnus a heel, and he got beat down by a heel group. So I like that about the Aces and Eights now. Nobody's safe in WWE. It's gonna be someone like Zack Ryder or Tina Morella. You always know. But a guy like Magnus who they attack who is a heel, I like that part right there from the Aces and Eights. Kurt Angle and Garrett Bischoff versus Devon and one other members of the Aces and Eights, a big ass dude. Kurt Angle and Garrett Bischoff got the victory. It was a knockouts battle royal. It was Gail Kim, Mickie James, Madison Rayne, Tess Mocker, and ODB. This was a solid battle royal. The returning Mickie James get the victory, and she will face Tara for the TNA Knockouts title. AJ Styles comes out, and he lost his match against Robert Roode and James Storm. He's like, been a bad year for me. It was rumors that I had an affair with Dixie Carter. I had a baby by a crackhead. So then you got Christopher Daniels and Cass come out, and Daniels, calling him out and saying, hey, this has been a bad year for you. You are a loser. Then AJ Styles said, let's do it for the last time. AJ Styles and Daniels always say this. This is going to be the last time. This is going to be the last time. This is going to be the last time. And it's never the last time. Then Cass told AJ, Daniels shouldn't wrestle you anyway because you are stale, AJ. So they kept talking. Daniels, AJ, what happened again? AJ and Daniels always had great matches, but I am tired of it. I know it's going to be good anyway. TNA got to find something else for AJ Styles to do besides having matches with Daniels to keep calling it the last time. Because the next time, they're going to say it's the last time. Then they're going to say the last time again. It's all the same thing. So, backstage, the Aces and Eights, they're talking to Doc. And it looked like he'd get a kick out the group. he was, about to leave. One of the members gave him a jacket, so Doc is still with the Aces and Eights. And since if y'all know who Doc is, that is Luke Gallows with the Aces and Eights. This guy is a very underrated talent. He's always been underrated to me. Even when he had that stupid Festus gimmick, his ring work was very good, very underrated talent. And like I said, Aces and Eights are growing on me. So the main event, Robert Roode versus James Storm. This was a good match right here. Robert Roode ends up getting the victory over James Storm. Now Robert Roode is the number one contender for Jeff Hardy TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, like I said earlier, the feud meant nothing now because Robert Roode defeated James Storm now. But one thing I have to say about this too is that one thing I won't complain about is that usually in wrestling, when the number one contender, be like, okay, I put it on the line to face you. The number one contender always get the victory. The challenger never get the victory when he tell the babyface put it on the line. So one thing I see that's a good part too, because you never really see that. It's always the number one contender that get the victory and heads on and get his title match. But Robert Roode won, and now he's the number one contender for Jeff Hardy title. So it's like a good thing and a bad thing because it wasn't predictable. The usually it's always predictable that the number one contender is going to win anyway, and the challenger never wins. So this Impact was a decent show. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.